Hey, everybody. I wanted to present something to you that I would like you to use in class this week. But I wanted to do a little video so you weren't freaking out about it and you heard me talk about it before looking at it or trying to guess about it or anything like that. So, um, this is a real time data sheet that I would like you to use while you're teaching next week. If you want to use it just the one day that you know I'm going to be there, so cook for you, that would be Monday, Tannis for you, that would be Tuesday, um, that would be okay. If you decide you like it and you want to use it more than one day or the whole week, that would be okay. But I would like you to use it at least for that minimum for that one day. We can discuss where you're at with it after that. Um, so let me explain to you what it is. So what I would like for you to do is just being aware of your data in real time. So for example, when you're doing fluency this week, I want you to make note of the number of students who are attempting problems. Like let's say it's fluency problem one, how many kids even tried to do it on a whiteboard? And then how many of them actually got it right? Now you might be saying, Rachel, that's a lot to keep track of, both who got it right and the number of students that attempted. I would agree with you. So unless you're just feeling really ambitious and you want to do numbers for both who attempted and who got it right, then do it like this. Go, okay, maybe for number one, I'll just look at who attempted it. But for number two, I'm not going to worry about who attempted it. Rather, I'm going to worry just on this time who got it right. And then maybe number three again, you'll kind of look back at who attempted whatever. Another thing, you might be saying, well, Rachel, I don't have five fluency problems. Maybe I just have two. Then you only need to put answers for number one and two. Ignore three and four and five because you didn't have three, four, and five questions. Now, what might that look like? So let's say I'm Mr. Cook, and for your fluency problem number one that you ask, you say, okay, well, let me just focus this time on how many kids attempted this problem on their whiteboard, just attempted it. We're not worried about accuracy at all. Let's say, so you get your total. Let's say I've got 15 kids in my class, and then you just count how many attempted, how many are using that whiteboard. So Cook, you might put something like 13 out of 15, excuse me, 15, and you would literally write that number down on your like clipboard or whatever. And if you'd like, I can bring these to you. And then let's say you go to problem number two, and this time you're like, okay, actually for this time I want to worry about how many are actually getting the problem right. And you look around, you go, oh, great, this time I had 15 out of 15 kids who did the problem, but they got it right. And then let's say for number 13, excuse me, for number three, you go, oh, this time again, this one was a little harder, so I only got 12 out of 15 kids. But I have three fluency problems, that's it, so I'm done. So number four and five, I wouldn't even mess with. Then for application problems, it's the exact same thing. You may not use one through five. Let's say you only have three application problems. Again, you can look for who attempted or you can look for just accuracy. Either one is okay with me. Um, Mr. Cook, I know you did mention to me the other day that you guys were moving away from Eureka for just a little bit to do some work with graphing. So I want to highlight this for you. I put here review guided problems and independent problems just to get away then from the Eureka language. It's the exact same sort of thing, right? So like we may not be calling it fluency, but what review questions are you doing at the beginning? Then, if you're teaching them about graphing, what guided problems are you doing and how are they doing on those? And then, when you're actually expecting them to try it on their own, those would be the concept problem or the independent problems. Same thing. You're going to have this in your lesson no matter what. And then for this one, this may not be like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 situation, so I want to take that off. Um, this would be I want when you actually look at your exit ticket problem, whatever it is that you gave them for that day to see where actually are they. You would put that accuracy rate here. How many got it right, and then any maybe like trends that you noticed or what have you. Then I just asked these questions: were there any students who seemed to repeatedly miss a question? At what point in the problem did they begin to struggle? How are they getting access to support in real time? So again, please try this at least once next week, and we'll see how it goes.